And we welcome you back into Shady Spring High School at the Little General C.Adam Toney Preseason Showcase with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry as we're getting you ready for the Hurricane Beckley scrimmage. And Eric, both teams going through their warm-ups and anxious to see what both teams will bring here this afternoon in this scrimmage. Is a little bit new-look Beckley team, but of course they're led by a familiar voice in Elijah Redfern.
Yeah, Elijah Redfern, you know what you get with him. It's all about the supporting cast, and boy, does he have one. A lot of young guys got in for Beckley last year and played a lot. And Kobe Dillon, he got a kid in Preston Clary coming back that broke his foot, who won a game for him last year right before he got injured against James Monroe, who people figured out that was a really, really good team that could play with anybody in any class.
Well, that's right. And then also on the flip side, Hurricane, of course, Coach Sutherland, long-standing coach there, and he brings the Redskins in. And, you know, this should be a battle. Used to be Beckley and Hurricane always played in the regular season. Since Beckley's not in that conference anymore, they don't play in the regular season. So it's good, I think, for both teams to scrimmage somebody else that you don't play in the regular year.
And that is true. And both teams are well coached, and I keep reiterating that with a lot of these top programs. But with Coach Sutherland, you know what you get with him. His teams play Beckley really, really hard. And it's all about, you know, the youth movement and for Beckley. And, you know, you have Zion Hawthorne. You have a lot of sophomores, young freshmen that turned into sophomores. And I want to see their basketball growth.
Beckley's going to be the home team, even though they're going to wear dark jerseys. Beckley will be wearing black, trimmed in maroon and white. Hurricane will be in red and white. We'll take a break, come back, and get you ready for this scrimmage between Beckley and Hurricane here on Video Productions.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience, 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance. We've got your back office.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives. We want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School, getting you ready for the Beckley Hurricane game. And the start of the ball game is brought to you by United Coal Company. United and Infinity Coal, they offer a no-deductible health insurance. They have a dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drugs, and also a company-matching 401k plan. The good folks at Infinity and United Coal. The starting lineups for both teams here. First of all, Hurricane, Eric, they make their way out. It'll be Shalik Hampton, Carson Odell. It'll be Braden Whittington. It will be Vaughn Mills and Michael Terrell for Hurricane, coached by Coach Sutherland. For the Beckley Flying Eagles, coached by Ron Kidd, it'll be Zion Hawthorne, Elijah Redfern, Kobe Dillon, Philip Law, and Jalen Walton will be the starters for Beckley. It'll be Jalen Walton in the center circle. He will jump, and he's going to jump against Von Mills, and we are just about ready to go. Beckley and Hurricane here in the Little General C.Adam Toney preseason showcase here at Shady High School. We're underway. Beckley controls the tip. So, Eric, looks like Hurricane's going to start out in a man-to-man as Elijah Redfern pulls up and shoots the jump shot, and it comes up short, and now Hurricane's first chance. So Beckley playing man-to-man. Here's a three from the right side, no good, and Walton able to clear the rebound.
That's actually Philip Law with that
I beg your
rebound.
pardon, Philip Law. Here's Kobe Dillon, spots up and shoots a three. That's his shot. Dillon able to spot up and drain the three ball.
Yeah, good complimentary basketball. And, you know, Beckley's had a lot of shooters, and I look for Kobe Dillon when he closes his career to be the most prolific numbers-wise to ever shoot there.
Here's a little drive with the left hand, shot up no good. Hurricane doing a good job on the glass. They can't get it to go. They shot it like 4 times, Eric, before they finally made it.
Yeah, and that was a nice putback by Von Mills as they were a beast on the glass that time.
Kobe Dillon, he hits a three ball from the left to start the game. Now a three ball from the right.
Hand down, man down when it comes to Kobe Dillon.
Spin into the lane. The finish is there. That's a nice play by Hampton. Here's Dillon on the drive, a little floater. And it's an air ball. He was too close. Hurricane on a run out. Spot up, little short shot. It's good. That's a nice little shot by Odell to tie the game. Back inside. There's a foul. And that should be a couple of shots, and it will be. Because that'll be Philip Law who will get to the line to shoot a pair of that last Hurricane bucket.
Yeah, good transition bucket right there as Beckley was not able to get back in transition for the easy floater.
So Law at the line for Beckley to shoot a pair, and the first free throw's on its way and is no good. And Beckley will dip into its bench, and it'll be King, Nazar King into the lineup for the Flying Eagles. Law's second free throw on its way, and he missed that. We got a lane violation, but he missed it anyway. So it'll go over to Hurricane. So Hurricane with an opportunity to take their first lead of the ball game here 2 minutes in. Glad you're with us here on Video Productions at the Little General C.Adam Toney Preseason Showcase here at Shady Spring High School. There's a drive, and that's going to be an offensive foul. And that's really good team defense.
Yes, Nazir King came in and gives them a lift off the bench defensively right off the bat as he takes the charge.
And that's something over the years that the Beckley basketball program is noted for taking charges.
Yeah,
defense.
and I think and that started with Coach Barksdale, and a lot of teams emulate that now. If you see a lot of style, they picked up on that. That's stealing possessions if you're able to induce the offensive charge.
There's Zawthorne, they cut him off. Dillon has it now. Princeton just scored a touchdown in the AAA championship game. We'll get you a score there in a minute. Around the horn, Beckley goes. Redfern on the drive, tacks the basket, reverse, doesn't get it to go. Ball's loose. Beckley has it. Dillon with a nice pass inside.
Nice
and
dime.
Redfern with the finish. I think the score is, you have to check here. I think it's
28-13.
28-13, Martinsburg in front.
Dom Collins just they hit him with a long pass, score a touchdown.
That's going on in Wheeling as we speak. And there's a nice steal by Elijah Redfern. Beckley's got numbers, yes. Beautiful pass. Hawthorne left of the lane, and a nice finish.
Defense becoming offense for Beckley as Redfern was able to get a steal and an assist on the same
Wow, what
possession.
a deep three. Is Carson Odell was almost sitting in my lap when he shot that three, Eric.
And it looked good when it left his hands.
Yes, drains the bottom of the net. Here's Redfern trying to answer back with the three. Can't. Odell with the rebound. But Redfern with good hustle with the steal on the long pass.
Yeah, second steal of the quarter.
Nice pass inside and a Hurricane foul, and that will get Law back to the free throw line.
Yeah, and if Law is going to be, a contributor on this team, he's going to have to step up. This will be his fourth free throw attempt. He's 0 for 2, and the first ones were not even close, so he's going to have to really work on his free throws.
Because you're right, Eric. Over the course of the season, he's going to get fouled a lot, and he could end up being at the free throw line a lot as the first one he makes.
And I'm I'm a firm believer, and you and I talk about this all the time. You should be 70% or better at the free throw line. All players. And your guards, you want them to shoot in the 90s, 80s and 90s.
Well, and Eric, another thing too. Once practice is over, you just got to work on your craft as an individual, and outside of practice, work on your free throws as both of them are made this time.
As bad as he shot the first two, he shot those extremely well.
So does that make him a 50% free throw shooter?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd hope not. You hope, like you mentioned, the percentage would get higher. Nice take to the basket. They'll call an offensive foul. But I like that kind of pearl by Hampton down the lane.
Yeah, and it was. And hats off to Elijah Redfern for standing there and taking this charge from the big Hampton. Yeah, Hampton went down the lane strong.
And Eric, I thought that could have went either way. Like I said, they called the charge. You couldn't argue it. If they called a block, I don't think you could argue it. Here's Hawthorne. Gets the ball, Law inside. Now King back inside. There's a lot of time in the lane, and good work that time by Law, able to finish. I thought Beckley was going to get caught with a 3-second violation there. They spent a lot of time that trip in the lane. Beckley turns them over.
We have the inverted on the score.
Yeah, the score is incorrect. It's Beckley with the 14 and Hurricane with the 9. And the putback is up and in.
And that's going to be
it's 14-11, the actual score.
Sean Legrows with the putback.
3 ball put up, and I'm not so sure that's what Coach Kidd wants King to take the 3. He's looking like more of a post player. Hampton a little out of control, but he's fouled before he gets into the lane.
That was Kobe on the foul, Kobe Dillon with the reach there, and that was going to, I think, be another charge had he not got the reach in.
It'll be Sam Lewis checking in for Hurricane. And also Whittington back in the lineup for the Redskins. The ball will be put in play by JoJo Green on the baseline. The ball comes out to Richmond. Carter Richmond into the ball game. And here's Green with it now. Here's a 3 ball put up. That's back iron, no good. And Beckley comes out of there with it with Hawthorne. And he traveled. Yep.
On the slap up, good chase defense by Hurricane, and they kind of knocked the ball out of Zion Hawthorne's hands, and once he regained it, had a few extra steps.
So 3.5 minutes remaining opening quarter, and Beckley is in front, 14-11. I guess, Eric, the reason we had the score flip, both teams are wearing dark jerseys. Nobody knew who the home team was, as a 3 ball is hit that time by Sam Lewis to tie the game. Yeah, one of these teams should have wore white, because when you have 2 teams wearing the dark uniforms. As Hawthorne on the drive gets into the lane, scoops up the shot, it doesn't go, and the rebound's cleared by Green. Hurricane on the move, puts up a shot, no good. Green with the offensive rebound in the putback, and he'll draw the foul. So Green, very athletic, the rebound on one end, good hustle to get the rebound on the offensive end and draw the foul.
Yeah, and right now, no answer for Hurricane on the glass, as Beckley is definitely getting out rebounded, and second chance shots will get you every time.
So it'll be Green at the line to shoot a pair. First one on its way is good. And that's Hurricane's first lead of the ball game. JoJo Green, second free throw is no good. He makes 1 of 2, but in good hustle, he almost had a steal. And here's Redfern with it. Finds Hawthorne all alone for the easy layup.
And that's one thing that Elijah Redfern does well. His court vision has always been great, and he keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Hurricane on a little bit of a weave here. But this has been an entertaining quarter. Back and forth, Eric, 16-15. Here's a 3-ball on the left side. Back iron, no good. Battle for the rebound, and Kobe Dillon had it. Lost it. Ball down on the floor, and it's going to be Hurricane's ball. It looked like the Hurricane player was out on the inline, didn't it, Eric?
Yeah, I think if we can get the replay on that, looked like the Hurricane player may have touched it last because.
As we watched the replay, it looked like Hurricane had touched the ball when he was on the line. But nevertheless, it will go to the Redskins. Here's a pass down low. They can't convert, and it'll stay with the Redskins.
Yeah, that ball was received just a little too deep right there by Carter Richmond as he shot it. Kind of hit underneath the bucket.
And Hampton will check in. Hampton's got some size. Hampton there with some size. And, of course, Green very athletic for Hurricane. And the ball comes back out. Green thought about the 3, and they turn it over. King with the steal. King with the finish, draws the contact, and one. Nice play by King.
Nazir King coming in with some offense off the bench.
Well, he was a king on that one. That was a nice play as we watch the replay. Good finish, too, through the contact for the hoop and the arm.
I mean, that's a strong finish right there to get fouled and able to put it up and in.
So King will try to polish off a 3-point play, and he cannot. So here's Hurricane with it. Here's Whittington with it now. Down in the post, there's a finish. He doesn't go, but there's a foul, and Hampton will draw the foul and get to the line. So Hampton at the line to shoot a pair as we watch that replay. Good, strong move. So first free throw by Hampton on its way and is good. And now Hampton will shoot the back end of the 2-shot opportunity. And the free throw is good. He got them both. Beautiful pass and a nice run to the floor. King, he just missed a shot right there in front of the rim, but it was a good look. Beckley had a nice play off of that missed free throw.
Yeah, did everything right but the finish. Off the made free throw.
Beg your pardon, off the made free throw. Here's a drive on the baseline. Good play by Elijah Redfern as he takes the charge.
Yeah, that was either out of bounds on Beckley or charge, and they got him for a charge, and that'll be his second. That's Shalik Hampton. Sorry about that, man. So keep stepping on your cord.
Stepping on my cord here. But a very competitive first quarter. Both teams going back and forth. And as you mentioned earlier, Eric, in the first game, if you're scoring 15 to 18 to 20 points a quarter, that's a very good productive quarter in high school basketball.
Yeah, and both of these teams, with a minute 32 to go in the quarter, both of them could very well get in the 20s in the quarter.
So here's Redfern as he runs the show for Beckley in his senior season. Pass inside, nice play. That was a well-executed play, and Walton with the finish. Three ball for Hurricane for the tie. Doesn't go. Long rebound out to Hawthorne. Beckley on the move. Redfern thought about the 3. Will put it on the deck, get into the lane, shoveled it. Short pass, short shot, doesn't go. But then offensive rebound for Beckley, and they turn it over. Here's Hurricane with the layup, right of the lane in the bucket, and that goes for Odell.
Odell's 7th point of the quarter as Hurricane pulls within 1.
Deep 3, it rattles it in for Elijah Redfern. I mean, Eric, it's almost like an NBA quarter, 23-19. But it's been fun to watch this first quarter. Don't know if they can keep it up like this, but this first quarter has been very exciting. Very competitive. Into the lane, Green. A wild-looking shot, but there's Hampton with the offensive rebound and the putback.
No, that was Mills.
I beg your pardon.
On the putback there. Second putback of the night.
Yeah, Mills with the putback. Here's Redfern. Another deep three. In and out, no good. And that's Green. Will Sky to get the rebound at the end of the quarter. After one, Beckley with a 2-point lead, 23-21. We'll go to the second quarter here on Video Productions.
Hi, I'm Leanna Burnett, owner of Window World of Beckley. At Window World, we are proud to deliver exterior solutions that are beautiful, affordable, and guaranteed for life. We do things the right way. Honest pricing, no gimmicks, and thousands of satisfied customers. Call Window World of Beckley today at 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW and have your new windows, siding, and doors before winter. Window World of Beckley, family owned,
nationally known.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
We get ready to go to the second quarter here at Shady Spring High School. The second quarter brought to you by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. You want to make your reservations now for their New Year's Eve Rockin' Bowling at Leisure Lanes. You can call them at 304-253-7328 and reserve your lanes now. Well, Eric, that was a pretty good quarter. Beckley has a 2-point advantage, 23-21, as we're moments away of starting quarter number 2.
Yeah, but Beckley's led that quarter, like you said, 23-21. But I think one adjustment that they need to make, what kept them in the first quarter was their work on the offensive glass. They were able to get putback after putback, and that's one thing that Beckley will probably need to shore up.
Now, how they do it in the scrimmages, they'll start at 0 at the beginning of each quarter. So we will keep you up to date on the actual running score. And Beckley leads 23-21 as we're ready to start the second quarter. And Hurricane will have the first possession of quarter number 2. So Michael Terrell into the ball game now for Hurricane. He has it now. There's a drive into the lane, a little floater. It's good. It rattles it in by Smith. And the game tied at 23. Here's Redfern on the drive into the lane, and he puts the shot up and in with the left hand. Beckley back in front by 2, 25-23. Hurricane trying to find an opening in that Beckley defense, Eric.
Yeah.
Beckley pushing them further and further out, and Beckley forces the turnover. That was a good defensive possession for the Flying Eagles.
Yeah, and what they did, they got up in the passing lanes a little more aggressively, as we see Redfern here on the finish. And that was strong, absorbing the contact and finishing with the offhand.
Yeah, and what I liked about that, Eric, the way he protected the ball right at the last minute before he finished with the left hand.
Yeah, you have to be strong with in the lane.
So here's Hawthorne into the lane. Good ball work, nice head fake. Dillon open for a 3, has left it a little short, and the ball will go out of bounds over to Hurricane. But that's a good look for Dillon. And anytime you can get that shot for him, Beckley, Coach Kidd, he most definitely can live with that.
Well, what you have to be pleased with is the ball movement. The ball wasn't stagnant on that, and it went from good, better, best. Redfern could have actually shot a shot, but he passed it up for a better look with Kobe, and that's what you want out of your team, to share the basketball.
Here's Hurricane on the move, and I thought for a minute threw it away, but they don't. Beckley hit it last.
It looks like, I guess they got a little hand in the lane and knocked it out. Passing lane, that is. That was pretty close to a double dribble.
Well, actually, I thought it was.
I thought it was.
I agree with you on that, because he looked like he put it down on the catch, and there's going to be a travel. But I guess that's poetic justice if you're Beckley, because Hurricane turns it over there. But I'm with you on that. I thought the same thing. I thought when the ball came out north mid that he dribbled it and then picked it up and then dribbled it again. Because if you notice at first, he was looking to try to find somebody
to pass it because he knew the dribble was dead.
Because he thought the same thing. He's like, well, nobody came to me. I must be okay, right?
Yes.
Drive by Redfern.
Wow.
Slam dunk. And he gets a technical foul for hanging on the rim. That was a beautiful, smooth baseline slam dunk, a flush as we watch the replay, and he gets teed up for hanging on the rim.
Nice move getting to the baseline, elevating, but just a little too happy on the rim right there. Yeah.
So that's a technical foul.
Hey, it looked like our producer eating those donuts earlier. That's why he was real excited on those donuts.
So you mean Robbie Bounce was hanging on the donut rim?
He was hanging on the donut rim.
So technical foul. And that'll be a couple of shots here for Hurricanes Odell, as the first free throw is good. The overall lead now is 27-24 Beckley, and Odell will shoot the second technical free throw. And he got them both.
So that's just a learning experience right there for Elijah.
A teaching moment, as we always say.
Teachable moment, but you get a slam and all the momentum, and just like that, they get 2 points in the ball and back in the game.
And if they get an and one or hit a three, they get the lead. Yes. So it's a 27-25 Beckley lead. 2 minutes in here in the second quarter.
Turnover.
And good Beckley defense as they force a turnover.
Yeah, good on-ball defense has picked up a little for Beckley in this second quarter.
So here's Redfern shaking and baking. Dillon open for three, and he knocks it down. That's almost like a layup when you give Kobe Dillon that kind of space, and he ranges the three, and Beckley up 30-25.
Yeah, good offensive set right there, running Kobe off the screen and, straight ahead. That's a tough look right there.
Hawthorne clears the rebound for Beckley. Hawthorne will dial up a three and hit it. That's an 8-2 run, a 10-2 run, I beg your pardon.
And 2 points being the technical foul free throws.
Yeah, and it's a 8-point lead. Beckley turns it over. Beautiful play by Hawthorne. Redfern with a nice dish down low. The shot doesn't go, but there'll be a foul, and that will be getting to the free throw line will be Walton.
And that's one thing that Walton, I think he needs to really improve on. He's a good-looking player, but finishing strong around the rim. He gets a lot of shots in the paint, and he just needs to seem to finish those.
And what we've seen out of Beckley for years, their defense translating into good offense.
Yeah, Hawthorne getting on the floor, getting the loose ball, getting it out to Redfern, and down to Walton.
Free throw is good. The Beckley lead is 34-25 overall. And as you mentioned, Eric, over the last 3 minutes, the only points Hurricanes got has been at the free throw line from the technical foul when Redfern dunked the ball and then hung on the rim.
Yeah, because they opened up the quarter scoring with Weston Smith scoring a quick two, and then that's all they've had the rest of the quarter. Having trouble with the opposite scoreboard again.
Yeah. It's 34-25 is the score, the overall score. Now the scoreboard to our right was malfunctioning, and now it's in sync with what we have. There's a drive by Hurricane. Now they kick it for a three. It's going to be short, and Walton's Law there skies to get the rebound. Kobe Dillon on the drive. Redfern will dial it up from distance. It's short, and I kind of felt that shot was going to be short when it left his hands.
Yeah, when it left his hands. And the old school, if he follows his shot right there, he would have got the rebound and the layup.
So with 4.5 to go here till halftime, Hurricane will have the ball. Beckley leads 34-25. Good Beckley defense. A little short shot there right of the lane is good by Whittington. And we got a stoppage of play, something on the floor. That makes the score 34-27. So here's Beckley on the attack. Redfern on the drive into the lane. And Redfern will spot up and shoot a three and hit it.
That's his second three of the contest. And Beckley's heated up from behind the arc as they've knocked down 5 in this first half.
Kobe Dillon with the steal. Beckley with numbers.
Trail.
Dillon goes all the way to the basket, has his shot blocked, but a nice follow, and it doesn't go, and it'll be a Hurricane foul. But, Eric, you got to think that Phillip Law got to be able to put that back in and not able to convert, but he does draw the foul.
Yeah, and that's one of those where I think he should have used the glass. I'm a firm believer of using the glass when you – sometimes if you don't attack – when you attack the front of the rim, you need to be over the rim to really put it in. So.
And they'll call that foul apparently on the floor. I thought it was in the act of shooting on the tip, but the referees will say no, and Beckley will inbound on the baseline. So here's Hawthorne with it. Nice bounce pass by Redfern. They get the ball down low, and a nice finish by Walton.
And that's what he has to do. He could be a force, down low and for Beckley.
Biggest lead of the game here at 12 at 39-27. Nice steal that time for Beckley. Walton had the steal. Redfern, 16-footer. The shot looked a little flat, and it doesn't go, and back the other way is Hurricane. There's a travel. Well, they'll call it a held ball, which Beckley will get the ball, but looked like you could have called a travel either or on that play.
Yeah, and you know what? Just good help defense here.
Well, the one thing we talked about, Hurricane had a 21-point first quarter. But here in the second, they have struggled to score. And, we're 5 minutes into the second quarter, and they don't have but 6 points.
Yeah, they have two field goals and 2 free throws in the quarter.
Here's Beckley back on the offensive end. And around the horn they go.
There
Dillon
he is.
Off a screen, open for 3, knocks it down. And Kobe Dillon is heating up. That's his 4th 3-ball. And the biggest lead of the game at 15 for Beckley, 42-27. 2.5 to go till halftime. But as good as Beckley, Eric, has been on the offensive end, I think equally they've been as good or better on this end of the floor defensively as they get a steal. Dillon open for 3. Got it! That's 5 3-balls, and it's a 45-27 lead as Hurricane wants a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here to tell you about Modley's. Modley's, whenever you need a plumber, you're thinking, wow, what do I do? It's simple. Dial up 253-HELP. 253-HELP for Modley's Plumbing and Heating. The good folks there at Modley's.
Yeah, and I've had to call them a couple of times, and they came in and did some nice work for me.
We'll put it there up on the screen, the Modley's logo, just in a second. But Beckley having a big second quarter. They lead 45-27 for the game. As there we go, Modley's Plumbing and Heating. They've been around for many years. 253-HELP.
And just like they fixed your drain,
yep.
Beckley's been draining some threes here in the second quarter. 5 3-pointers here in the second quarter.
Yep, and Kobe Dillon has knocked down some threes. Also, the 3 shooting by Hawthorne had made one.
And
also, Redfern's knocked down a couple. But really, as good as Beckley has shot the ball, Eric, and been fluid on offense, like I said, I think the key to this lead has really been their defense. Because, as soon as I say that, get another turnover. And after they gave up that 21-point quarter, I know Beckley wouldn't be happy. That beautiful play. Their defense turns into offense, and they get a layup on the other end, as that is Walton with the finish and a 20-point advantage.
Offense turning into defense, and that's how you draw it up.
Here's
Tough shot.
3 and 1 and done for Hurricane. Beckley up 47-27. Hawthorne from the left baseline, in and out, no good. And that's a foul. They'll get on the back. Will be Walton.
Yeah, and that's a good call. Kind of out of position on the tip out.
So it's a 20-point Beckley advantage, and you can see a huge quarter here, 24-6 advantage in the second quarter. Here's a three straight away from Hurricane, doesn't go, and got a whistle and a foul on the rebound on Hurricane. That shot was put up by Odell.
Yeah, Beckley's sitting on a 24-point quarter right now.
So, you know, Eric, that's really consistent. Beckley had 23-point first quarter, and with 1:21 left here in the half, they've had a 24-point second quarter, and they have a 20-point lead for the game, 47-27.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what you want, consistency. And what I've seen have probably been a lot of assists on every bucket. Not a lot of one-on-one, sharing the ball, playing team basketball.
And one thing, too, the way Beckley plays, they've limited their turnovers. As Kobe Dillon finds Redfern in the corner for three. It's too strong. And the rebound comes out to Mills. Hurricane on the move, tack to the basket. Wild-looking shot, ball's out of bounds, and it'll go over to Beckley.
And you know, that shot, a lot of contact, but I don't think the refs caught anything because the Hurricane offensive player really initiated the contact and a good no call.
Right, they didn't want to bail him out. And it was kind of a wild-looking shot, and you didn't want to bail him out because that shot really had no chance of going in. So here's Beckley with it, under a minute for the half. They lead by 20. Hawthorne will dial it up from distance and ring the bell from downtown. Zion Hawthorne, and it's 50-27. But when you play good defense, the offense seems to really flow, doesn't it, Eric?
It does. I mean, everything is ignited if you can score because everybody plays with a purpose as Beckley gets a steal here.
Redfern in the open floor, a lay-in. And it's just been a complete domination here in this second quarter. There's a shot up and in by Odell. Last shot time for Beckley. Dillon for three, just ahead of the buzzer. It's short. And at the half, Beckley, very impressive in this first half as they lead 52-29 at the break. We'll take a break, come back and recap the first half. As we go to break, you see Elijah Redfern with the finish. Beckley in front, 52-29. We'll be right back on Video Productions.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
every bite. Better with Pepsi.
Dunkin' is here with your holiday helpers. Peppermint mocha and toasted white chocolate signature lattes. A touch of delicious holiday magic to help you seize the season. Sip through the holidays with signature lattes at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'.
And we welcome you back to the Little General C.Adam Toney Preseason Showcase here at Shady Spring High School with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, Jackie Moon on camera, Robbie Mounts producing and directing. And Eric, during the timeout, we were just talking about Beckley's outstanding second quarter and like an NBA quarter. Beckley led 23-21 at the end of one, but boy, they really turned it up as they held Hurricane to single digits in the second quarter while scoring, they get 29 in that second quarter?
Yes.
If my math is correct?
29 points in the second quarter, and they held Hurricane after getting 21 in the first. They were held to 8 points.
And if my math is correct, and it is, that Beckley scored more in the second quarter than Hurricane has scored in two quarters because it's 52-29 for the game.
And that's why they're doubled up, and the story is balance for Beckley. Not only good shooting, but a great balance as they have three players in double figures. Maris, they have Zion Hawthorne with 2 long balls and 10 points, Kobe Dillon with 5 long balls, 15 points, and Elijah Redfern with 2 trays and 14 points.
And for Hurricane, they've who's been their hot hand?
Carson Odell really kept them in the game. As far as scoring, he has 11 points.
So you're inside the numbers. We're brought to you by Infinity and United Coal. Infinity Coal operates an underground mine, surface mine, and preparation plant and a highwall mine in Raleigh and Wyoming counties. You can apply for a job at Infinity Coal Company, or you can apply online through the Facebook page at United Coal, or you can pick up an application at the Guard Shack located on Independence Road in Sophia. We're going to take a break, come back, get you ready for the third quarter. We'll do that on the other end of the break here on Video Productions.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School here at the Little General C.Adam Toney Tire Preseason Showcase with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. We're ready to go to the third quarter, and Eric, is the people at home or wherever you may be watching this from see 0-0 on your screen, we actually keep a running total for the game. Beckley led 23-21 at the end of one, and they have a big lead now, 52-29 at the break as we get ready to start quarter number 3.
And Beckley was able to score as many points in the second quarter as Hurricane has for the game.
Here's a 3 to start off the first possession of the second half by Hurricane. No good, but an offensive rebound as that shot was missed by Hampton, and back the other way comes Beckley. So here's Redfern with it. He gets to the rim in traffic, and he'll draw the foul, and he'll get to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, he got bailed out right there because I think Elijah dribbled a little too deep right there, but was able to draw the foul and get to the free throw line.
And the first free throw was good. So Beckley leads 53-29 for the game. Redfern will shoot the back end. He's been an excellent free throw shooter his entire career. Second free throw goes, and it's 54-29 Beckley.
As Beckley extends the full court pressure here.
There's a lot of contact and a foul.
On Jalen Walton.
Yep. That'll be out of bounds for Hurricane. If you're watching us and just wondering, the Big 12 title game in Dallas, it's Texas leading Oklahoma State 35-14 at halftime. And we got a whistle and a travel, so no shot and a turnover by Hurricane.
And that's one thing I think Coach Sutherland, that no coach wants, just unforced turnovers, unforced errors right there.
So here's Beckley with it. Shake and bake move by Redfern. Hawthorne open. He'll dial up for three. Back iron, long rebound. Kobe Dillon runs it down. They find Redfern in the corner. Nice whip behind his back. And that time, maybe just one too many passes.
One too many passes. Good. Too far to try to throw that bounce pass.
Yeah, it's hard to bounce pass through all that traffic. It's back the other way. The bucket scored by Hurricane. And now we have a stoppage in play. It makes it 54-31. Really not sure. I guess we have just a teachable moment right here. As Coach Kidd there stopped play just for a minute. Here's Redfern on the drive into the lane, and they'll get him for a travel. He thought he was fouled. He thought he was bumped. 54-31, the Beckley lead. And the far scoreboard on the opposite end, which we've had issues with that all morning and into the afternoon, Eric, but we do have one that's working. Here's Hurricane into the lane, off the glass, the shot, it doesn't go. That shot put up by Hampton, got his own rebound, doesn't go. A battle for the loose ball. Beckley comes out of there with the turnover. Nice block by Hurricane, but Beckley able to pick up the loose ball. Kobe Dillon open, three, got it. Like I was saying at halftime, Eric, during the commercial, you leave Kobe Dillon open, and that's like a layup worth three.
It's automatic. Or close to automatic.
So there's Hurricane, tough shot. And that shot that time was put up by Odell. And here comes Hawthorne. Finds Redfern on the trail for three. Ball just grazes the front of the rim. Back the other way we go with Hurricane. Baseline drive, good play, nice finish by Carson Odell. He's a good-looking player.
Yeah, he leads the way for him. He's the only player in double figures.
Just like that, Kobe Dillon gets you three more on the other end. So how many threes for Kobe Dillon so far?
7.
Wow.
So my math is correct. That's 21 points.
Right, and he doesn't have any twos. They're just threes.
Hey, you don't need twos when you can make threes.
That's right. And Beckley knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Hurricane.
Hey, Kobe Dillon right now is a hired assassin.
Well, it's definitely going to change how you defend Beckley as a team when you have somebody like that. There's no way you can really play him zone. You've got to come out and you've got to put a hand in his face when you defend Beckley and play man-to-man.
And as a team, they seem to shoot it pretty well.
Well, they have here in this game for sure. And, you know, between Kobe Dillon, Hawthorne has got the ball now as he makes his move to the basket, and Elijah Redfern, nice behind-the-back pass and the finish, but there's a foul. But between those three guards, they all can light it up.
Yeah, that was, as you said, that was a good fast break. I mean, didn't have it, passes back to Elijah Redfern, nice scoop, pump fake, get to the free throw line.
So it'll be King at the line to shoot two for Beckley. It's a 60-33 Beckley lead, and the free throw is no good.
And this is where the shots matter because going to be in some close contests. You got to be able to stand up there and knock it down.
And King missed both of them. Clock has stopped. So frozen in time. And it's been on 4:47 for about 6 or 7 seconds. And in this case, I think that the clock operator just fell asleep at the wheel on that one.
Yeah, got caught stargazing a little bit.
So we'll have a couple of free throws here for Hampton. But, yeah, I think there was probably about 8 to 10 seconds that should have went off the clock that didn't.
And Hampton is 2 for 2 on the afternoon from the charity stripe.
And he makes that. Did he make the basket? I wasn't paying attention.
Was that an and one on the shot?
That was an and one to make it 60-36. Down low is King in traffic, and he'll draw the foul. And we talked about this. Really like King's game, and he gets fouled a lot, but he's going to have to, and he's going to have to cash in at the line as we watch this nice move. Little up and under, kind of bounced off like a pinball and drew the foul and get to the line.
But all that doesn't matter if you're not able to cash in at the free throw line. And right now he is 0 for 3 on the afternoon.
As he makes the first one. Well, the thing is, if he can't make free throws, at least in somewhat consistency, he's going to get fouled a lot in the post.
Yeah, it'll be a liability down the stretch too, because that's what a lot of young men need to know. You got to be able to make shots in close contested games. You don't think other coaches are watching, and you'll be the target of fouls down the stretch.
Yeah, so that time he goes 1 of 2 at the line. Here's a drive off the glass. The shot doesn't go. That shot was put up by Whittington, and a putback is good for
Sam Lewis.
61-38, the overall score. There's Hawthorne down low, 63-38 Beckley. Coming up on the halfway point of quarter number 3. Elijah Redfern will spot up, drain a 3. Yes, he will.
I like how you foreshadowed that one.
I could see it coming because he had space and he was able to get his legs up under it.
Caught it
and
in
drain
rhythm.
it. Yes. 66-38. There's a 3 back on the other end, rattled up and in.
Sam Lewis, 5 straight.
66-41, the Beckley lead, 3.5 to go. Redfern
And
knocks
Redfern
it down.
said, right back at you, 5 straight for me too.
68-41. And I noticed up on the screen, Eric, watching the football, Martinsburg has just scored a touchdown. We'll get the score of that game here momentarily.
43-13.
So Kobe Dillon for 3, in and out, and no good. And there's King with the putback. 70-41. Well, Beckley will open up at Greenbrier East, and that's our next game, Greenbrier East and Ripley. That'll be on Friday as there's a air ball. The Hurricane with the offensive rebound.
And another
air ball on the turnaround.
Good look.
Dillon in, out, nice ball movement. Hawthorne on the drive, puts up the shot, doesn't get it to go, and he'll draw the foul. But you know, Eric, Beckley won't have a home game until the Little General Tournament when they host Oak Hill December 28th. I think their first 3 or 4 games are on the road. I know they're going to Morgantown in 2 weekends.
Yeah.
So their next weekend, Beckley will be at Greenbrier East if the free throw is good.
Will that be the Morgantown where they play Morgantown and University back to back?
Correct.
Yes.
So that'll be a real big test for the Beckley team in the first 3
litmus
games.
test right there, and that's what you want out of this team. And, you know, Beckley, they're a top program in the state, and they haven't had the success that they normally have. But this team, you know, they look to challenge for a state title as well.
Free throw's good, 72-41, as we've got a timeout. And I got a stat that to a man that, you know, when you and I got over to the gym the other night to do the Beckley girls game against Princeton, the main thing that I heard a lot of the coaches say that over the last 3 years, Beckley is just 24-43 was their record the last 3 years.
Wow.
So with that, and I'll finish that as we get ready to go to a break. I thought they were going to be in 30 because they were standing, but it's going to be a full. We'll be right back on Video Productions.
At Access Health, we believe there's a difference between care and caring. We know you by name, and our 26 locations keep you healthy so that you can do the things that truly matter.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessinger, Treasurer.
every bite. Better with Pepsi.
Out of the timeouts, Hurricane has it, but Eric, let me finish the point I was saying. When we got there the other day,
23 and 40.
24 and 43 is Beckley's record over the last 3 years. And I think to a man, from Coach Kidd down to the final JV player, I think that's one thing, that this is like a redemption year, and they want to get that turned around.
Yeah, they had a couple of tough years, and they actually made the state tournament the 1 year.
2 years ago in the COVID year, right.
Yes.
And they came in as an 8th seed, but they did have a losing record. As here is Redfern. The 3 is short. Beckley leads 72-41 for the game, coming up here on the 150 mark, quarter number 3. By the way, Martinsburg leads Princeton 43-13, middle of the third quarter at Wheeling Island Stadium for the Class AAA football title game. There's a short shot, no good. The tip back up and in by Hampton. 72-43, the Beckley lead. Hawthorne with a nice pass and a nice finish that time by Phil Law.
Phil Law getting into the scorer's book. First time in the third quarter.
There's a 16-footer straight away. Good by Hampton. 74-45.
That's 9 points in the quarter for Hampton. He's been instant offense for him.
Offensive foul. Yep, easy play to call.
Just one dribble too many. Once you get into him one time, the second time they're going to call it.
Yep. And that replay of Hampton spotting up, hitting the 16-footer. So we're in the final minute of the third quarter. The first quarter was tight, but since the first quarter, it's been all Beckley. Beckley led 23-21 at the end of one, and they really did work in that second quarter as they led 52-29 at the break. And as we play the final minute of the third, Beckley in front 74-45.
Another 20-point quarter for Beckley.
So what we've seen here this afternoon, Eric, Coach Ron Kidd and the staff have to be pleased as there's a 3-ball put up by Whittington for Hurricane. 74-48. Redfern will spot up. Shot is short.
Two Beckley guys fighting for the rebound right there.
Coming down the final 20 seconds of the third. There's a drive to the basket, and ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Hurricane with 16 seconds for the third quarter. Beckley leads in the ball game 74-48. Greenbrier East and Ripley will follow this. And then the nightcap will be Independence and Wyoming East's layup missed by Hampton. They retain possession as Hurricane. 3 doesn't go. And for the third time, Hurricane cannot get it to go. Will they get a fourth shot before the buzzer? They will, and they don't score. And at the end of 3, it's Beckley 74, Hurricane 48. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this on our video productions.
Again, Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our new Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We welcome you back to the Little General C.Adam Toney Preseason Showcase as we head to the fourth quarter. As the way we do in the scrimmage. They start every quarter over at 0-0. But Beckley has a huge lead, Eric. They lead 74-45 as we start the fourth quarter. And as much as we like to talk about the Beckley defense, which has been outstanding, it has led to really good offense for Beckley to put up 74 points through the first three quarters.
Yeah, and the thing with Beckley that I like, and I want to reiterate, is the sharing of the basketball. And that's what you look, the sign of a team that's really tight and close. Nobody's worried about who's taking the shots. They're worried about good shots.
So here's Redfern. Kobe Dillon's had an outstanding game, and he continues his outstanding three-point shooting as he drains another three.
And I tell you what, that's the kind of guy that can get you your assist count up, throwing it to Kobe Dillon.
Yeah, if you're in trouble, that's a pretty good guy to throw the ball to. So we watch that last replay.
I mean, and don't sell it short. He has a quick trigger. I mean, once he catches it, you better close out quick.
Well,
and that release, it just looks like it's going in.
I would say this to any young player out there watching Kobe Dillon: you just really need to work on your craft, because you don't shoot the ball that efficient by not practicing.
Oh yeah,
shot after shot after shot, and you can see that Kobe Dillon's done that. That he's worked on his craft, and like I said, that changes everything when teams play Beckley, because the way that he shoots the ball, it opens up everything else.
And the thing I hate to use a cliche term, but gym rat is exactly what you have to be to shoot the ball efficiently like that. You know, Steph Curry didn't just wake up and say I can shoot the basketball.
Yeah. And same way Kobe Dillon, he just didn't like, you know what, I'm not going to the gym, but yet I'm going to shoot threes. You know, and we say this all the time, Eric. It's when nobody's watching is how you
that's right.
Your
how
craft.
You perfect your craft. And, you know, in anything, and it's a life lesson. If you want to be good at anything in life, Mitch, you know, you have to want to be good at it. You have to want to be good at it. If you want to be a good shooter, you have to get up shots.
And, you know, us doing this, we'll go back and we'll watch these games, and we'll try to be the best broadcasters we possibly can be, and we'll critique ourselves, and we'll you know, I'll watch these games 2 and 3 times over between now and the next time, you know, in the next game we do next week.
That's for sure. Well, I won't, because I'll be out helping
you got
Santa
a real
Claus.
job. Well, Eric's got a real job. I'm retired, ladies and gentlemen, so this is my side gig. But, you know, Eric, somebody asked me the other day, what's the best part about retirement? You know what I tell them? Retirement. You know, I did radio for 31 years, second all time, by the way, at Beckley in years and games in radio. And by the way, my partner, the all-time leader with 43 years, Bill O'Brien, he's in the auxiliary gym here on Video Productions, carrying the games over there. So it'll be Elijah Redfern at the line to shoot a pair. First free throw is good, and like I said, for his career, I would say, Eric, he's 88, almost 90% free throw shooter for a career.
It's up, and I think last year might have been probably his worst at the free throw line.
It was like 85%, 86, yeah. But for most of his sophomore year,
though, and I stated that earlier, you have to be up in the 90s with the ball in your hand late in the game.
So it's a 79-40 lead. 45 lead, I beg your pardon. 79-45.
And I think that's going to be whistled on the trail defender right here, Maris, for Beckley, Walton.
And Hurricane.
No, they actually whistled that on Redfern.
Well, Hampton will get to the line to shoot 2 for the Hurricane Redskins. But, you know, there's always things that coaches won't like. But for the biggest part, I think Coach Kidd has to be really happy of what he has seen here this afternoon, because I thought Beckley defensively very good, offensively good. The one thing, free throws maybe a little bit more efficient at the free throw line as a team.
Well, as a team, yeah. But
because there's been individuals been really good at the line, but team-wise, here's Redfern back with it. Shaking and baking. Nice pass into the lane, and a nice finish off the glass is good. That's a beautiful pass and a nice finish by Law. 81-45, the Beckley lead. And a turnover, but the one thing when you play the kind of defense that Beckley's played here, it leads to really good offense.
And the one thing we need to touch on, too, they've only played, 7 players?
Yeah. They don't have – and, Eric, you had told me during the commercial break, you can let our audience know why they've only played 7 players.
Yeah, they have a lot more depth. A lot of guys like Drew Fitzwater, A.J. Thomas, Preston Clary, as Redfern records another score. They had to sit out this game because of quarters, because they played a JV game last night and didn't want to run up the quarters.
And
yes.
you know, Eric, obviously, you know, we don't make the rules, but I would think the whole thing for the student athlete is to let the kids play, and especially when you're talking about a scrimmage, I don't think that would be a big deal, that if you played in a JV game last night, that why couldn't you come back and play
especially
here this
afternoon? It's not the regular season.
It's scrimmage, that's what I'm saying, yeah. We're not talking about the tournament game, you know, sectional, regional, or even state tournament games. There's a foul on the drive.
So, and I'm glad you brought up the discussion. We don't make the laws. I know you have to govern the WVSSAC. This is not a shot.
Right.
But what I'm saying is half these guys play travel basketball. I've helped coach.
Right.
They go, if you get in the loser's bracket, ain't nobody saying nothing about your quarters. You go play.
Yeah, you got to play for 3 days if you can get that far.
You might play 4 games in one day.
Yeah. Hampton misses a free throw.
Yeah, and that's just so. What makes it you be able to play that many quarters in the summertime, but during the regular? I don't understand.
I guess
because
the summertime course is not governed, as you mentioned, by the SSAC.
But what I'm saying is,
I agree
what is
with
it
you.
hurting?
Right, that's what I'm saying. I think, like I said, and like you said, it's not. We're not taking a shot at them by any means.
Not a shot at all.
But I don't understand why, if you played in a JV game last night, why you couldn't come back. I mean, you're talking about 15, 16-year-old kids. Why you couldn't come back and play in the scrimmage again here this afternoon? Redfern on the drive, step back, fall away, doesn't go. Yeah, I don't get it. That's why, Eric, we don't make the rules. We don't have anything to do with that. We just call the games.
Another good defensive set right there.
Yeah.
You're right. Wasn't taking a shot. I was just giving some reasoning to. He turned right back into
a reason as to why Beckley's only limited to the amount of players available to him here today. Back the other way. Here's Hurricane with it. Here's a 3-ball on the left side. Is good. And that shot is knocked down by Terrell. And it's 83-48. And, here's another thing, too. People are saying maybe why is Redfern in a scrimmage game when you're up now 83-50?
Because they have.
Right. And the answer is because you just don't have anybody else that you can play, as there's a timeout on the floor. So full timeout. We'll take it with them. Be right back here on Video Productions.
Football season is starting and the all-star lineup of new Kias are here at Friendship Kia of Beckley. We have the playbook to help you score the big win on your new Kia purchase. We make sure you get the best price with almost all of our new cars priced at invoice. And don't forget, we have one of the largest selections of inventory to help find you that perfect ride. We have a roster full of non-commissioned sales staff and an any reason 7-day exchange program. So get off the bench and get a new Kia from your friends at Friendship Kia of Beckley.
We're dealing!
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
And I'm going to keep all this.
Welcome back to Shady Spring High School. As we're coming down to 4.5 to go in the game, Beckley in front, 83-50. Redfern into the lane. Perhaps should have taken that shot, but he decided to give the ball up inside.
I'm impressed with Law, Philip Law.
Well, he's got good size, and he was a tight end on the football team.
Yes.
I mean, he's about 6'4", and able to really bang inside, able to finish in
He
traffic.
set out last year. He didn't
for
play.
basketball.
Yes.
There's what they call, I'm not sure what they called. There was a lot of contact on
Caught
that
a
play.
foul on the ground. Let's see. She blew the whistle.
I think they called a foul on Kobe Dillon
on the
shove.
push. Yes.
Yeah.
Caught it on.
Beckley leads 85-50. Beckley led 23-21 at the quarter, 52-29 at the break. 74-45 at the end of 3, and now lead 85-50 here in the ball game with 4:14 left in it. Greenbrier East and Ripley will follow this, and then the nightcap, Eric and I will have Wyoming East and Independence. There's a 3 by Terrell, doesn't go. Hampton with the offensive rebound to put back, and Hampton will draw the foul.
Yeah, if there's one thing that Beckley would definitely be working on, it was defensive
rebounding. Yes.
Because Shalik Hampton has killed him on the offensive glass.
Yeah, blocking out.
Get a body on him. That's easier said than done because that is a nice, spacious body right there.
And another thing, too, if Fitzwater would be available with his size,
yeah,
obviously he would have played today, and he would perhaps been able to help with, with his size in there, because really I think when you look at Fitzwater, whatever points he gives you is a plus. You're mainly thinking he's in there for defensive purposes and rebounds. As Hampton makes the first free throw, 85-51. Second free throw is good, 85-52. Well, they're going to wave it off for a lane violation, 85-51. And we've seen quite a few of those between last night and already through the first game and this game here already.
Yes, we have.
So, final 4 minutes of this one. There's a steal by Terrell. And Terrell with a nice pass and an and one. That was a nice play as Terrell was able to leave it for Smith, and Smith able to get the hoop into harm.
Yeah, Weston Smith with his second bucket with a chance of
you know, Eric, for every player that stopped here at my lap trying to check in from Beckley, if I would get a extra retirement, I could retire twice. Don't they know where the scores table is?
Well, they don't pay attention to that.
Apparently they don't. And for a scrimmage, it may not matter. But, of course, in a game, you get a T for that. As the free throw is not converted. Clock is stopped again. And I'm not sure. Now it ran, but I think on the free throws,
you get a little lost in the.
Yeah, I think they're breaking in a new clock operator. 85-53, 3:50 to go. Redfern will be at the line as he'll get 2 shots.
It's the other side. The other side.
Yeah, they're confused.
Well,
we're getting it.
Like I did earlier.
Yeah, the 5 fouls is
Beckley.
And so, I've loved this because we really had a lot of flow to all the games we've done where you have 5 team fouls per quarter, and it starts all over every quarter without, and there's no more one-on-ones. It's all 2 shots. That's an offensive foul. Yeah, that's a good call.
It is. Got into him.
And he leaned the shoulder. If we can get the replay, if he doesn't lean the shoulder, he probably gets away with it. So the final 3.5 of this one. It was tight in the first quarter. Then Beckley has run away and hidden from Hurricane. There's Terrell with the left hand in the lane.
Lefty.
85-55 the Beckley lead. Beckley turns it over. And now Hurricane throws it away. Redfern with a nice pass, and that's just an easy play. Phillip Law able to catch, shoot, and score. 87-55 coming up on the 3-minute mark of the ball game.
And Phillip Law is 4 players in double figures for Beckley.
And Walton Skies for the rebound. Hawthorne with it now. Redfern thought about the 3, and they'll back it out. Kobe Dillon. Nope. He was off rhythm, Kobe Dillon. He missed that 3.
I think he got away with a travel.
I think he did. And what do we got? We got a turnover, and it'll be Beckley's ball.
I'm processing that play. He was in the air, but he dribbled it. So, yeah, he dribbled it.
It was a legal play, but I think it threw off his rhythm on the shot.
Yeah.
So it's Law with a nice take, but he misses the shot, got his own rebound, and he draws the foul. A hard foul.
And, and Hampton doesn't think he committed the foul,
but
it's about you coming down.
He did commit the foul, yeah.
It was a foul.
You know what?
Foul.
He's probably the only one in the building that thought he didn't commit the foul.
Hacked in the act as Phillip Law steps to the line. He's 2 of 4 on the afternoon.
So, first free throw, it is no good.
Yeah. Oh, as Martinsburg is maybe scoring again.
Yeah. Are they in the fourth quarter of that game yet?
Just started the fourth quarter.
Both free throws missed by Law coming up on the final 2 minutes of this one. Beckley leading 87-55. There's a nice reverse layup. It's good. That's a nice play by Weston Smith.
And I think that was a travel, but
87-57. Redfern is fouled from behind. About a 13-footer there left of the lane. And Redfern will get to the line to shoot 2. Beckley leading by 30. The overall score, 87-57. And, for years, Eric, the magic number for Beckley, whenever they played in-state opponents, was to get the 70. Beckley, prior to the last 3 or 4 years, as Redfern makes the first one, in my tenure doing radio with Beckley in 30-plus years, and I'm not even going back in the early days of the 90s, from like 2012 to like 2018, whenever Beckley scored 70 or more points, they won like 85% of the time.
Yeah, that was the magic number in the East of State. As Elijah Redfern is perfect from the free throw line at 6 for 6.
89-57. So Kobe Dillon's had a big game. You can total it up. Two double-figure scores, and they might have a third double-figure score.
Double-figure scores.
But I know that Dillon and
there's one of them.
And Hawthorne drains another 3. By the way, Eric keeps the individual points. I keep the team totals. 92-57. Appreciate all the hard work from all of our crew at Video Productions. Butch Mounts, the executive producer and director, as a 3 is made.
Weston Smith.
Robbie Mounts here, Jackie Moon here. We got Bill O'Brien, Mike Green in the other gym. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, is on board. A little floater by Redfern is good. And by the way, our volleyball analyst from Video Productions, Laura Dillon, the mother of Kobe Dillon, also in the house, just right to our left. How do you like that?
That's right. And
that's right. Right to our left. That's right. A minute remaining in the game. Beckley leading 94-60. And Eric, I know that they probably don't know it, but they might be able to get to 100. A minute and 2 left. They got 94. Getting to the line will be Whittington.
Misses the first.
Got another one coming. And he makes the second one. It's 94-61. Redfern, a little floater off the glass, doesn't go. They throw the ball back out to him. He said, yeah, we'll try for 3. That doesn't go. Hawthorne able to pick it back up. Nice dish down low. Walton able to score, and what do they count the basket? They do. But they blow the whistle. I think there's an injured player for Hurricane. That makes it 96-61 with 43 seconds left in the game. Totals 96-61 Beckley. Like I said, the players, coaches may not know it. Beckley might get 100, but they don't know it in the last 40 seconds. Yeah. Coming down to the last 30 seconds of the game. Here's a 3 from the left corner. Is good. Weston Smith drains a 3. 96-64. Final 35 seconds of this one. Redfern with a nice dish and a bucket, 98 for Beckley. Walton on the finish, 98-64. 3 back the other way is no good. If Beckley can score, they'll get 100. I don't think they know it. And if that shot goes in, that would be 100. It doesn't go in, and that's going to be the final score. Beckley wins the game 98-64. So just 2 points shy of 100. Final score, Beckley 98, Hurricane 64. We'll take a break and come back and recap as we're streaming the 2023 Little General C.Adam Toney Preseason Showcase here on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Grab the one thing that everyone's loving, and as it happens, they come by the dozen. Everybody loves it, and everybody knows it. Everybody loves a donut.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School at the Little General C.Adam Toney Preseason Showcase. Beckley beats St. Albans 98-64, and Eric is busy with the totals, and Beckley having 4 players in double figures, and really their 1-2 punch of their guard play was really sensational. Elijah Redfern and Kobe Dillon.
Yeah, and it was exceptional. Elijah Redfern led the way with 27 points. Kobe Dillon had 26, but he had 8 threes and 1-2, Kobe Dillon. Zion Hawthorne comes in with 17, and he made 3 threes. And Philip Law, big surprise, with 18 points. I see why he was inserted into the starting lineup. So that's 4 players with 17 or more points in the game.
And for Hurricane?
Hurricane was led in scoring by Weston Hampton, came off the bench to have 12 points. And Shalik Hampton, Weston Smith had 14 points. And Shalik Hampton ended the game with 11.
So that'll do it for this one. Once again, the final score, Beckley beats Hurricane 98-64. It'll be about 15, 20 minutes or so, and we'll have the next game, which will be Ripley and Greenbrier East. So we'll take a break, see you in about 20 minutes here on Video Productions.